Hello, everyone. Marty Tedeschi here, along with my good buddy Ken Brown. We are your hosts of the local sports wrap-up here in Wyandotte, Michigan. Today is the 18th of March, a couple days away from the start of spring, and it's 32 degrees outside. Lovely.
Yeah, and snowing.
And snowing.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and snowing.
And baseball starts Wednesday. Can you imagine that?
You know what? I've upped many a game. Did it for about 13 years. Upped many a game where it was snowing, and they tell you, oh, you can't like wear the hats and all that. When the guys in the pros do it now, they're wearing thermal underwear that's heated with batteries.
Sure.
You know, because you don't think about the ump. No one thinks about the ump. And I'm just going to say this. That player gets to go back in the dugout and huddle with his other teammates and get nice and warm. And that umpire's got to stand out there and wait for them to warm up and everything, and you're on your feet for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and the wind's been crazy lately, right? It's been like really windy, and so yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. The ump definitely deserves a break. Nowadays, though, you get the hand warmers and you can get a lot of things going.
All of it going. That'd be great. They used to tell us we couldn't wear gloves or hats. No, I'm wearing the gloves and I'm wearing hats. I'm standing out there freezing for a while. But anything new and exciting happened last week?
Man, I turned 52.
What day was that?
313.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You're a 313 child?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
never going to forget that.
Yeah. Detroit's own 313. Yeah, no, it
52.
felt good. Feels good.
And when are we leaving for Vegas?
Tomorrow. No, Wednesday morning.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. I'm excited, man. The brackets are out, so now you already know. Kind of got an idea, and there'll be some play-in games
You'll
before
be texting me and odds. You'll be texting us your
What do you like?
favorites.
What do you like? Yeah. I'll
okay.
be showing you.
My account's getting drained. Golf hurt me last week. I gotta reload.
Yeah, no, we'll get a for sure one in, and then that way you can parlay that on into March Madness.
It's okay. I like the way you think. Basketball. We had the state finals in the boys last weekend. In Division I, our local River Rouge boys, the day after we talked about them on the 11th, lost a tough one to North Farmington 62-51, and they were over at UD Mercy.
Yeah, Callahan Hall wasn't too good to River Rouge. Looked like they lost by, 11? So.
Yep, 62-51. But, North Farmington went on to get to the final game against Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Yeah. And Orchard Lake St. Mary's was making mincemeat out of everyone they played. They won, here's their 4 games, 61-39, 65-40 against Grand Blanc, 52-43 against Brother Rice.
Ooh.
That was probably a battle. But then they slapped Ann Arbor Huron 82-42. They covered in that one.
Definitely.
And then they won against North Farmington by 11. 63-52.
Yeah. Orchard Lake St. Mary's has been known to be a power in a couple different sports. The crazy part is, remember last year their baseball team was like 80-0, like they hadn't lost in 4 years or something crazy. So now they're doing it in basketball too. So
well, if you got the money like they do, and you can hire all the best coaches, and you can kind of recruit, you can't recruit, but you can.
Yeah.
In high school, you can. So. And you can do all those things. You get the best athletes.
And you can live on campus there.
There's
you can live on campus at Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a
Do you have to sign up for the monastery?
The kid I know, he's not a monastery.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's not going to become a priest?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long time ago, I remember doing that on one of their fundraisers. I was a waiter. I was like a 15-year-old. No, I had a license. So I was 16 or 17. And the church we were going to, they were recruiting boys and to be waiters. And just run errands while you were there. And me and my little brother, man, we made a ton of money just on tips.
Nice.
Because that's what they had us do.
No, it's nice.
Anyway, Division II. What you got, Division II? No local teams really got into the mix, unless you call it like some of the Detroit teams.
Yeah, well, Warren Lincoln won that thing, and they beat Grand Rapids Christian. Like you said, I don't know if Chelsea's the closest or.
There's Romulus Summit got into the regionals, but that was as far as they got. They got beat by Detroit University Prep, who made it to the quarters.
Yeah. No, man. Warren Lincoln's been a pretty good. They had a good year, obviously. State champions, and I guess Dearborn Heights Robichaud did get into the district, but there's not a lot of.
Not local teams in Division II. Romulus Summit, but they got beat, and then Prep got beat by Chelsea, who got beat by Christian. But yeah, not many in Division II, but we got more representation in Division III.
Here we go.
Let's start with Gabriel Richard. Gabriel Richard was rolling. They took care of Plymouth Christian in the regionals, 70-34. Then took on Ottawa Lake Whitford, 78-49. Then went up against Jackson Lumen Christi and really took care of them, 58-44.
Wow.
And then they got beat by Detroit Old Redford. What do you know about them, Detroit Old Redford?
I know it's off of Southfield Freeway.
Is it?
See it when I take my daughter to school in the mornings.
Gotcha.
No,
It's probably a Redford school, wouldn't you think? And then they just call themselves Detroit.
Yeah, you remember where Detroit Benedictine
I
was?
do.
That's exactly where it sits, in that building. Riverview played really well. They only lost to Old Redford Academy by 2 points.
Oh, yeah. That was a tight one, 43-41.
But they couldn't beat Niles Brandywine. Looks like they lost that to Niles Brandywine. You see Niles every time you're going to Chicago. It's right outside of Battle Creek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no, congratulations to Niles Brandywine.
Those
State
are the
champs.
two local teams in our group there. Yeah, Riverview and then Detroit Old Redford.
Yeah.
Division III. Division IV, we only had one representative, and that was Allen Park Inner City Baptist.
But you only needed one, right?
We only needed one. They made it all the way to the semifinals before losing, unfortunately, to Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart, 51-33.
So they did that by beating up on Britton Deerfield, 83-40, and then they beat Detroit Douglas? That's Fred Douglas, 37-35. Fred Douglas is the old Murray Wright all-boys school, so they should be really good. You would think if you had an all-boys school in Detroit, that's at least my thought. Because they don't have the distraction of girls. They don't have any
Girls
of that.
are a distraction?
Yeah, a little bit. When you're 16, 17, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But then Allen Park beat them, and then Allen Park Inner City Baptist also beat Kingston, and that's not from Jamaica. That's Kingston, somewhere close to here. And they beat them, 56-49, and then they beat Sacred Heart Mount Pleasant. No, Mount Pleasant knocked them out. That's where they lose.
Yeah, that's
Final
where they
four.
lose, but they made it to the semis, Final Four. Good showing. They did advance farther than the girls, so that's our local representation on the boys' side.
Yeah.
On the girls' side in Division I, the only team we really had, we had two teams get out of regionals, Riverview and Belleville.
Yeah. Riverview ran into that buzzsaw called Temperance Bedford, 47-38. But Bedford showed that they were a really good team. They went on to beat Cass Tech.
Wow.
And then it looks like they're going to face West Bloomfield the next time they get an opportunity, and that's at UAD Mercy.
March 19th.
Tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. We've got the girls finishing up this weekend. The boys finished up last weekend. And, yeah, Belleville, same route. They're made it past Novi, and then they took care of Canton, 61-23. Now they're going to take on Holt, who, if I'm not mistaken, had the girls bowling champions. Was from Holt?
I think you're right.
I think so.
I think you're right.
My memory, if I didn't kill that brain cell yet.
I wondered, did she play basketball too? No, I don't know.
Bowlers and basketball,
Yeah,
I'm not so
yeah.
sure that works out. It's the same time of the year.
Yeah.
So, because the bowling finals just ended. So anyway, yeah, we've got Belleville representing in the quarterfinals tomorrow. They're taking on Holt. And we will know by next week who walks away the champion. Rochester Hills, Stony Creek, Grand Blanc, Holt, Belleville, Rockford, Holland West, Ottawa, Temperance, Bedford, always solid, And West Bloomfield, I assume, always solid.
Yeah, I'm thinking West Bloomfield is going to be pretty good.
So that's Division I.
Division II, Dearborn Divine Child played the other downriver team, which was Carlton Airport, and they beat them 55-49. That was a good game. Dearborn Divine Child then lost to Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard. It's like it was
a thumping.
Yeah, 64-24, 34. Yeah, that wasn't too good. So for their troubles, I guess Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard will get an opportunity to play against Tecumseh. So that should be a good game.
Our other local team, if we count Detroit Edison, snuck by Detroit Country Day.
Ooh.
That was a tight game, 59-57. Then they rolled Warren Fitzpatrick, and now they're going to take on Goodrich.
Yeah, and Goodrich beat Warren Regina, who actually beat Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Goodrich is no slouch.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Detroit Edison was pretty good last year. I know that their boys basketball team was really good last year. But Edison is a charter school out of Detroit. It's down in Eastern Market. They got a great facility. Yeah, so they should be okay against Goodrich. Then you got Flint Powers going against Nagu. I'm thinking that's got to be the UP part of it. So, yeah, we're rounding up. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, final 8.
Tomorrow. Closest game, Detroit Edison's playing in West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
They'll be live on MHSAA TV.
How about that? All of them are live on MHSA TV.
Wow.
Tecumseh and Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard is actually in Ypsi Lincoln too, so that's not far.
Division III, we had 2 representatives. If you call Ypsilanti Arbor Prep, was that your old stomping grounds? Ypsi is, but
Ypsi for sure is good. It's close, but Ypsi Arbor Prep is a new school. I'm pretty sure it's off of the Freeway 94, closer to Belleville-ish. But they've been doing, like I said, they had like a factory in the beginning. and when they first came out and they started playing girls basketball, it was like that's why they opened that school or something to play girls basketball. So they've been really good. And now they'll get an opportunity to play New Lothrop after they actually beat Cabrini. That was the last time we were here, 62-21. And then Ypsi Arbor beat Brooklands Central by 15. Yeah, 56-29. And then New Lothrop looks to get that same treatment really soon. And I'm sure of it.
Yeah, that's all we got on the Division III. Gabriel Richard Covenant Christians playing Nile Brandywine, whoever that is.
Yeah.
They're playing in Fernville. Yeah, none of these teams are anywhere near us. So I guess go Ypsi.
Yeah. Hey, the thing that you'd love about the Ypsi Arbor Prep is that was the name of the bowling alley in Ypsilanti.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Ypsi Arbor.
Ypsi
Arbor Bowling. Yeah, right there on Washington Street.
I know the area because I used to golf a lot at Arbor Springs.
Yeah.
Buddy was the head pro, young Marty, when it didn't have kids. So Division IV, usually our only representative and still our only representative is Allen Park Inner City Baptist, who's got through Luther and Westland and then took it on the chin against Morenci.
Yeah.
And so now there are no representatives from our local area in the Division IV. But if you're a fan of Fowler or Ishpeming or St. Ignace, it's nice up there.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Yeah,
not in the summer.
You can, yes,
Yeah,
you can cheer on those teams if you want, because they'll be on MHSAA TV also. And I imagine you just have to download an app.
No, I'm sure that's how it's going. I'm looking because it's interesting to me. I'm sure Morenci is really close to Adrian. Our old high school football coach went there to coach after he left Ypsi or after he left Adrian. And so all those schools seem like to be up north, to come all the way down to West Bloomfield for a game. So it'd be good, man. The girls play a really good brand of basketball. They pass the ball. It's a lot of teamwork.
Well, if you look, like Ishpeming and St. Ignace are playing up in Gladstone.
Makes sense.
That's way the heck up there. Fowler and Menden are in Gobbles, Well, Fowler's like 96 way up that way, 27 and
Yeah,
so it's up
yeah.
that way. And then Frankfurt and Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart are playing in the McBain Northern Michigan Center.
Yeah.
And the other games in West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
So that's
It's a
the
good hike.
extent of that.
No, man. Congratulations to the state champions that are the boys, and then we look forward to seeing how the girls do down to the final 8. So 32 games left?
Yeah.
32 games left in basketball for high school this year. So we'll see how that plays out.
Pretty cool. Where do you want to go next?
I swim like
You swim like a fish?
Pisces sometime now.
Or like an anchor?
Well, rock. Yeah.
Swim like a rock.
Yes,
You
sir.
should learn that.
Yeah.
It could be a life-saving skill.
No, it is. Yeah, I can swim in a pool. It's just that when we get in big water. it's
Swimming and diving state finals were last weekend, and we do have some results of just the local kids that are in our area. And Trenton and Allen Park were basically, and Wyandotte were represented in the swimming. And the first thing I have is the boys 200-yard freestyle, where Sean Laney, Trenton, Michigan, he qualified because they took this many qualifiers, looks like 16, but then he did not, I do not see him placing in the finals, and I don't understand what might have happened there. But anyway, at least he got into the top 16, and then what goes on from there, I could not find the results, and I have them on the side here. Oh well, I'll just say this. I want to congratulate Mr. Sean.
And you know what's interesting about Sean, right? So his qualifying time was 1:44. You see that? Mm-hmm. Look and see what won it.
1:39, 5 seconds. Well, that's in the qualifying.
Yeah, but in the finals, 1:48 won it, didn't it?
No, that's yeah. I don't think this is printed out how I wanted it to print out.
All right,
Well, we got some information on Sean.
I was
so
like,
good for
yeah,
Sean.
he went really fast not to qualify. Yeah. Anyway.
The 100-yard freestyle, a Riverview kid, Todd Ewan, Ewan Todd. That's backwards. He was 11th. And that's the finals. He finished 11th, so that'll get him second team All-State.
Okay. What about Nathan Johnson? How'd he do?
In the freestyle, the preliminaries, Nathan Johnson qualified 10th.
Okay.
He finished 15th in the finals. I forgot to highlight that one.
So does that make him second team All-State as well?
Well, he's down here in the finals. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So top 8 or the top 6 will be All-State.
Okay.
In bowling, that's how it works.
No, it looks good, man. They're flying.
Yeah,
Freestyle.
Yeah, they are. Qualified 49. Yeah, they qualified 49, Nathan did, and then he swam the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Boys 500 freestyle.
Guess who is...
That's lots of laps.
Guess who is Michael Phelps? Sean Laney. He's playing Michael Phelps. He
Swimming and everything.
he came in 6th in the final. This is the 500-yard freestyle, right?
Yeah.
So this is a long one. It takes 4 minutes and 40 seconds to do that one.
And he qualified with, when he qualified, he was 4:44, and he swam faster when he swam, and he finished 4th qualifying, and he finished 6th in the meet.
Yeah.
Yes. And the same kid won them both. He increased his time too.
Carter Kegel.
Carter Kegel from East Grand Rapids, I'm going to assume that is.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Sean Laney. We see that he did finish, and
He'll be All-State in that division.
And he may have just been tired.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why he wasn't in the other ones, because it looks
Who
like he
knows
did
if
the
the other
500.
guy swam in anything else.
Right. So
The
that
100-yard backstroke, Angelo Mail from Riverview, he finished 27th in qualifying, so he did not get in. Bummer.
close though.
Yeah. And in the other one, 100-yard breaststroke, Dominic Fraley qualified. Qualified 9th. We don't have any finals. We don't have no stuff on him. Where he finished. I'm working the hardest I can, guys. And then team-wise, the team results, we can say that in Division III, Riverview finished 13th, and Trenton finished 17th. That was in the D3s.
Okay. We talked a little bit about the boys, right?
D2,
Yeah, D2.
Yeah.
Ready for that?
Sure. This was the swimming and diving, which you had up. Allen Park had a representative finish 20th. It was Josh Booher. And Wyandotte Roosevelt had a Eli Shimko, and he qualified and finished 12th overall. That's an all-state That's all-state mention too for him.
Yeah,
Probably be second team.
No, congratulations to Eli Shimko, finishing 12th. And he did that with the preliminary score of 173.2. The Sims, he scored 264. And then in the finals, he had 357, which was only 93 points off the top. So
Top dog.
yeah, good job, Eli.
Here we go with the boys too in the 200-yard intermediate relay, where they do swimming, backstroke, all that, 4 different things.
Yeah.
Emerson McCura from Roosevelt High finished 11th overall. Good for him.
Yeah, and he did it. Emerson did it fast, 26 seconds. Good job, Emerson. We'll go second. The boys.
I don't think that's right.
Meter diving. Eli Shimko. He finished. Still was at 12th.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I printed it twice.
It's okay.
My bad.
The school finished 10th.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
that's good.
In the 100-yard free, Allen Park High had Cole Paquette. He finished 13th in the finals there. And then, in the Allen Park overall championships, we had Birmingham Groves was the top dog.
Yeah.
But that's a shock.
Yeah, that's just him.
Allen Park 24th, Wyandotte 26th. Next page.
Really close, though. It's
Yeah,
really close.
So as we get close to wrapping up here, we've got about 5 or 6 minutes. I want to mention that rowing has gotten going again. The Hebda Cup is coming up the April 27th. That's when we'll have all the schools in the area competing. And the following week, Wyandotte High, the Y-High, the regatta is May 4th. So it's 2 weekends in a row. Hopefully they get halfway decent weather. I remember last year the wind kind of slowed them all down for a little while. So hopefully they get good weather, and there are 6 schools rowing out of the boat club there, and it's a great place. Got a great banquet facility upstairs that I've used, and definitely kids are out there working out. They're working out.
Yeah, I was telling Caroline that I saw the rowing team practicing already. One of those days it was 50 some odd. It was going to be slated to be 50 some odd degrees.
Good day to be on the water. That day.
But it was early. It hadn't quite 50 yet. They were out there early. Yeah, it was on the way.
You have to almost row early because the water's calmer.
Got you.
As the day starts out in the morning and there's no winds, and they just that river is calm.
Yeah.
And they go.
Man, it's nothing like seeing them work in unison, though. I think that has to be one of the ultimate team sports where you're all go.
Oh yeah.
That and bobsledding, right? You got to be, you got to be on the same page as you're taking that bobsled down the chute.
You got to go like crazy, and they got to be leaning. Yeah. Tell us a little about baseball. I know we start on the 20th, weather permitting. I don't know if they stop ball games for the cold anymore these days.
And the way they let those kids get out of school, I can't imagine them letting them play baseball. But on March 20th, Carlson will play Riverview. Richard. Wyandotte actually has a game against New Boston Huron on March the 20th.
And there are a couple of the bowlers. There's a couple of the bowlers on the boys' team that are starters on the baseball team.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that bowling translates to baseball. March 21st, Lincoln and Garden City are going to play against each other.
Lincoln Park?
Yeah, Lincoln Park against Garden City. So that'll be a pretty good game. Then they're going to take a little hiatus, and it may be because of
school break.
Spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah, so spring break will come, and then April 3rd, Woodhaven will start their season against Monroe. Melvindale will play Carlson, and then Summit Academy is going to play Lincoln Park. And then the season's going. There's games April 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be
rolling. We'll
yeah.
be talking about all that. Want to get a hold of us? Let's see if I can do this. localsportswrapup@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Hey, tell us about your kids. We really want to talk about your kids. And then maybe we have more information about like swimming when we see these standings. There were like 39 pages of stats on the MHSAA site, and I tried to pick and choose wherever I saw a local kid.
Hey, and for adults, if your career is not over, if you still have softball dreams, men or women, the Slow Pitch Softball League is going to actually start the week of May 13th.
Beer League.
Beer League.
That's right.
And so I guess signups will be April 29th at 6 o'clock. That's the league meeting. It's at Yak Arena. For the co-ed, it's at 6, April 29th. And then for the men's league, it'll be Monday, April 29th at 7 p.m. Looks like a good time. You ever played Beer League softball, Coach?
I played 1 year with a bunch of my young buddies. I was still playing hardball, okay? And so I started, they were like, come on, we need a guy. And so when I didn't have a hardball game, I would come help them out. And I pitched a lot, only because I had that bowling form, and I could bring it from 15 feet, man. And the ump would always go too high. That pitch is no good. But if the guy swung at it, he swung at it.
Sure.
I could throw the flat one right past him. I had all kinds of different pitches.
Did you wear a
No,
catcher's
I just
mask?
backed up.
Yeah.
I was young, and
Yeah.
I had good reflexes back then. But no, I would just back up. Threw it and back up. Became a fifth infielder.
Yeah. When I played slow pitch softball, man, they started getting those bats. Those bats would be juicy, and all pitchers had a catcher's mask on.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, they were scared you're going to shoot it right back up the middle.
Didn't they make a bat that had like liquid in it, and as you swung it, the liquid all went to the end of the bat, and then all the force, ball would go a mile or
Yes,
come
sir.
off the bat at 100 miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
And then the balls got like harder and tighter, like hard balls.
And the crazy part is there was a lot of money in the slow pitch softball. So when we'd play, there'd be guys coming from all over. They could hit home runs anytime they wanted, but you only got 5. So,
Right. 5 per team per game.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps it up. That's Ken Brown. I'm Marty Janeski. I want to say hi to my mom. And you're going to be gone, eh? I'm going to have to find a replacement for next week, or are you going to be back?
I come back Monday night. So,
Oh, yeah, you won't be back.
yeah.
That's all right. We'll find someone to fill his shoes for a week.
Yeah, and I should have a bunch of money when I come back.
Oh, that's right, because they didn't build Vegas on losers' money, now did they? Have a good one, everyone. We will see you in a week. Thanks for watching.